Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a distance learner at Wytheville Community College.
Hi, I'm Richard. I'm a distance learner here at Wytheville Community College.
I decided to become a student at WCC because it had the programs that I wanted. It offered the nursing program, which is a program I wanted to go into. It also offered the dental hygiene program, which is a program I also wanted to be in. Um, it also offers a program where you can do your bachelor's and your associate's in nursing at the same time, either going here or at ODU at the same time.
The reason I became a student at WCC was my job was terminated due to moving offshore. Our plant closed in June of 2010, and when they moved our plant, we was given the option to come back to college, and so I chose to come back to college.
I chose distance learning because I'm a mom and I have 3 kids. The greatest benefit for me is I get to spend time with my children and still do my schoolwork. I can make dinner, I can make them snacks, I can help them with homework, and I can still do my homework, my courses online. I can pull them up, I can be in the middle of an assignment, I can stop, take care of my children. When they go to bed, I can do my tests. It's just been great.
The reason I chose distance learning was because sometimes it's not available to take a class due to the traveling distance, and probably the biggest benefit is the savings, and that you're able to do your studies at home and not have to worry about traveling all the way to Wytheville every day. And distance learning just works out better for me.
The most challenging part about taking an online course has to be the testing, because some tests are timed. You only have like 60 minutes, some are 30 minutes, some are an hour, 2 hours. Whatever the time frame is, you have to make sure that you're available for that amount of time, that your children are either in bed, they're in school, you're ready. Nothing's going to disturb you because you can't stop once you open a test, and you only have one shot. So that's the most challenging, I think, for me.
I guess the most challenging part of taking online courses is knowing that you have to spend as much time doing that online course as you would in a classroom. Because if you don't spend the time doing the class, you don't have a professor there teaching it to you, so you more or less you have to read into it more. You have to be more precise in your studies, because if you lack in it, then you don't catch the material, and you're going to suffer when it comes time for grading and for testing. And I guess the next thing that's most challenging would be keeping your internet connection. If you don't have a good internet connection, then you can suffer from not being able to get your materials to you.
If I knew someone that was interested in taking an online course, I would definitely recommend that they make sure they pay attention to their studies, to the due dates. Try to get them done ahead of time, because you're taking the online course because you obviously have stuff in your life that you need to get done, that you have to have done, but you still want to continue your education. In order for you to do that, you need to get your assignments done on time, because you won't be able to submit them late, and you want to keep your grades, as high as you can get them, because you don't want to just pass with a C, you want to pass with an A.
If I knew someone is interested in taking online courses, the advice I would give them would be to treat this online course as you would treat any class if you're taking it on campus. If you do not devote enough time to an online course, your grades will suffer. You have to devote time just like you would in a classroom.
Some tips I would give to help you be a successful distance learner would be, one, make sure that you always have your internet connection, that you have an internet source somewhere, because if you don't have that, then taking this online courses is just a bust. Two, I would make sure that you always make time for you. You have to make time for you in your life. Whether it's an hour or 2 hours to do your studies, you need to make time for you. Another thing would be, make sure that you do your assignments, and you do them correctly, and you study and you focus, because even though it's online, it's the same as on campus. Your grades still count. You can't erase them once you've already made them. And the last thing I would say is make sure that the field that you want to go into is going to be able to offer these programs, these courses that you need to take online. Otherwise, you'll be wasting your time taking, classes that's not going to help you get where you want to go.
Some advice I would give if you're going to take an online course at Wytheville Community College would be you need to be a self-starter. You need to be motivated in doing your studies and treat this class just like you would any other class on campus. You need to have good computer. The technology needs to be up to date on your computer because with the different programs that we use, if you have an old computer, a lot of the new programs won't work on it. You need a good internet connection. That's vital. Without a good internet connection, you can't watch videos, you can't get a lot of the information that you're going to need that's going to be very helpful in an online class. And if you find that you're having problems, you need to ask for help. Don't wait, don't procrastinate. Call your professor. That's what they're here for. They're here to help, and they'll help you if you give them to them. Don't wait till the last minute.
Taking online courses has changed me because I used to think I couldn't go to college. I couldn't become anything more than what I already was. I was a mom. I was going to have to work, a regular job like everyone else. But it's not true. It's helped me so much because, I can go to college. I can get my education. I can do the things that I've wanted to do, and it works around me.
I think taking online courses has changed me in the fact that it gave me more of a freedom to be able to do my course whenever I had time to do it. Sometimes with daily life, we get so busy that time slips away, and it's real convenient sometimes at nighttime if it's 10 o'clock at night to be able to sit down in front of your computer and do a class, whereas it wouldn't be convenient to come on campus at that time. So it has changed the way I can study, and it has helped me a lot.
I definitely would recommend distance learning to a friend because not only do I get to do my schoolwork, I can still keep my job, I can work full time, I can take care of my children. I got to coach my daughter in soccer while going to college. This distance learning program actually worked around my schedule completely, and anybody can do it if I can do it.
I would recommend distance learning to a friend because it helps out as far as, especially if you have a career, if you're already working and you're trying to do school and work, it's so much more convenient than trying to make it to class on time and try to keep a job done at the same time.